Welcome back to BikeBeat, where passion meets power on two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into the 2026 Harley-Davidson FXS Blackline, a machine that brings together raw attitude, minimalist beauty, and that signature Harley soul. This isn't just a motorcycle. It's a statement. The first thing that grabs you about the 2026 Blackline is its look: stealthy, sleek, and menacing. Harley has doubled down on its dark custom identity here. Every inch of the bike feels deliberate: the matte black frame, the gloss black tank, the blacked out exhaust, even the subtle badging that whispers instead of shouting. There's barely any chrome, and that's the point. This bike doesn't need flash, it speaks through presence. The design is lean, almost stripped bare, with a low-slung stance that hugs the ground. From the side, it carries that hardtail illusion thanks to the hidden rear suspension, preserving the classic rigid look while giving you the comfort of modern damping. When you swing a leg over it, the seating position hits that perfect balance between aggression and comfort. The drag-style handlebars sit low and wide, the seat cradles you just above the rear fender, and your feet fall naturally forward, not too stretched, not cramped. It feels connected, personal, like an extension of your body rather than a separate machine. You're not just sitting on the bike, you're in it. Harley has equipped the 2026 Blackline with a refined Milwaukee-Eight V-Twin, likely in the 1,750 to 1,900 cubic centimeters range. That means the same thunderous low-end torque Harley fans live for, tuned for smoothness and everyday usability. It's a motor built for real roads, not dyno charts. You get that instant push of power right off idle, that satisfying rumble through the frame, and that addictive surge when you twist the throttle. The torque curve is broad and usable, delivering power exactly where you want it, in the mid-range. You won't need to chase high revs or constantly shift. The bike delivers that lazy, effortless muscle that defines the Harley experience. The 6-speed transmission is classic Harley, smooth yet mechanical, with that satisfying click through gears. The belt final drive adds refinement and low maintenance, keeping the ride fluid and predictable. On the highway, the Blackline settles into a calm rhythm. Sixth gear drops the revs, the engine hums steady, and the vibration softens into a pulse rather than a shake. You could ride all afternoon, just listening to that low growl echo off the road ahead. Despite the vintage cues, the Blackline rides like a modern machine. The front end feels light and composed thanks to a well-damped telescopic fork. The rear suspension, though hidden from sight, delivers real-world comfort, smoothing out cracks and bumps without losing that tight, connected feel. Harley's engineers have fine-tuned the geometry so that cornering feels stable and intuitive. You can lean it into a turn with confidence. It holds its line cleanly without wallowing or dragging metal at every curve. Braking performance has also stepped up. Dual discs up front and a single disc at the rear give ample stopping power, and ABS comes standard. The lever feel is progressive, giving you control and confidence whether you're braking gently through traffic or hauling down from highway speed. It's a bike that feels predictable and planted, not nervous or twitchy. Electronics have been integrated smartly enough to enhance, but not dominate. You'll find traction control, selectable ride modes, and refined ABS tuning, all hidden under the skin. There's no oversized screen or digital clutter. Harley's designers have kept the cockpit clean and analog in spirit. The small digital display sits discreetly between the bars, offering essentials like speed, gear, and fuel without stealing attention from the road ahead. It's tech that respects tradition. And then, there's the sound. Harley knows this is sacred. The exhaust on the 2026 Blackline is tuned for depth, not just noise. It's a controlled, throaty rumble, the deep, syncopated V-twin heartbeat that you feel in your chest. Idle next to it, and it's all attitude. Rev it, and it sounds alive, ready to lunge. On open roads, the tone is intoxicating, pure, mechanical music. Fuel capacity hovers around 18 to 20 liters, which gives you respectable range for a cruiser of this size. Expect around 180 to 220 miles depending on your throttle habits. Harley's EFI system ensures the throttle feels crisp, fuel delivery smooth, and cold starts easy. But what really defines the Blackline isn't just how it rides, it's how it makes you feel. The minimalist approach strips away distractions. You see the frame, the engine, the wheels, and not much else. Every mechanical part looks intentional. Every line feels purposeful. There's an honesty to the design that reminds you of the early bobber era, when bikes were built by hand, customized in garages, made to reflect their rider's attitude. The Blackline brings that spirit into the present with modern reliability and refinement. The bike weighs in around 300 kilograms, give or take depending on trim and options. You feel the heft when standing still, but once rolling, the weight disappears. The low center of gravity helps it feel balanced and manageable even at low speeds. Parking, maneuvering, or city filtering doesn't feel intimidating, it feels natural once you learn its rhythm. For riders thinking long-term, customization potential is enormous. Harley's parts catalog is vast, and the Blackline's stripped-down baseline makes it the perfect blank canvas. Want ape hangers? Easy. Custom exhaust? Bolt-on options everywhere. Bobbed fender or solo seat conversion? Done. This bike invites personalization. It's built to evolve with its rider. Price-wise, Harley has positioned the Blackline in the premium cruiser category. Expect a US MSRP between $20,000 and $25,000, depending on configuration and paint options. It's not a budget bike, but that's not the point. It's about craftsmanship, brand legacy, and emotional value. In international markets, the price will naturally climb due to import duties and dealership premiums, but Harley's core buyers aren't chasing bargains. They're buying identity, presence, and heritage. On the road, the Blackline delivers that unmistakable Harley experience, torque-rich, rhythmically alive, and confident at any speed. You'll get that familiar pulse through the bars, a bit of shake at idle that melts away as you roll on the throttle. It's not sanitized or over-refined. It's mechanical and human. Every ride feels like a conversation with the machine. Of course, the Blackline isn't for everyone. It's not a touring bike, you won't find big windshields or panniers. It's not meant for cross-country comfort, it's built for the rider who values connection over convenience. Long highway runs might get tiring, and you'll feel the wind full on. But for short rides, weekend blasts, or city cruising, it's pure joy. If you're chasing that visceral, emotional riding experience, this is your bike. For those who want numbers over nostalgia, here's what you can expect: roughly 150 Nm of torque, a top speed near 120 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 sprint in under 5 seconds. But truth be told, the Blackline isn't about speed, it's about sensation. It's about how it looks when you walk away from it, turn back, and can't help but stare. Compared to Harley's heavier models like the Road Glide or Street Glide, the Blackline feels more stripped, more agile, more intimate. Against competitors like the Indian Scout Bobber or Triumph Bonneville Bobber, it holds its own with a deeper sense of heritage and presence. It's the kind of bike that doesn't try to please everyone, and that's exactly why it works. At the end of the day, the 2026 Harley-Davidson FXS Blackline captures the essence of riding, that balance between freedom and focus, tradition and technology. It's for those who want their bike to look raw, sound alive, and feel pure. You don't ride this bike to blend in, you ride it because it speaks your language. That's the 2026 Harley-Davidson FXS Blackline, dark, powerful, and unapologetically authentic. Thanks for watching BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and tell us, what would be your first mod on the Blackline? Until next time, ride safe, ride free, and keep your wheels on the beat.